Welcome to Star Bios, the show where we delve into the fascinating lives of legendary figures who have left an indelible mark on our world. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on a true rock and roll pioneer, Buddy Holly. With his unique blend of country, rockabilly, and rhythm and blues, Buddy Holly revolutionized the music scene in the 1950s, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire generations of musicians and fans alike. Born Charles Hardin Holly on September 7, 1936, in Lubbock, Texas, Buddy grew up in a loving family with his parents, Lawrence and Ella Holly, and his two siblings, Larry and Patricia. The Hollies were a tight-knit family who valued music and encouraged their children to explore their creative talents from an early age. Buddy's mother, Ella, was a skilled musician herself, playing the piano and singing in the local church choir. She instilled in Buddy a deep love for music, teaching him how to play the piano and sing when he was just a young boy. Lubbock, Texas, in the 1940s and 1950s, was a unique cultural landscape that played a significant role in shaping Buddy's musical identity. The city was surrounded by vast plains and farmland, giving it a distinct rural flavor. It had also had a thriving music scene, with numerous local bands and musicians performing at venues like the Lubbock High School Auditorium and the Cotton Club. This blend of country and urban influences would later become a hallmark of Buddy's distinctive sound. As a child, Buddy was fascinated by music and spent hours listening to the radio, absorbing the sounds of Hank Williams Sr., Roy Acuff, and other country music legends. He also developed a passion for rock and roll, which was just beginning to emerge as a distinct genre in the early 1950s. Artists like Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, and Little Richard were among his earliest influences, and he would often try to imitate their styles, experimenting with different vocal techniques and guitar riffs. Buddy attended Lubbock High School, where he met his future bandmates Jerry Allison and Joe B. Malden. The three formed a close friendship, bonding over their shared love of music and their desire to make it big in the entertainment industry. They began performing together at local events, playing a mix of country, rockabilly, and rhythm and blues that quickly gained them a loyal following in Lubbock. The summer of 1951 was a pivotal time for Buddy as he met Norman Petty, a local musician and recording engineer who would later become his mentor and producer. Petty's studio, located in the nearby town of Clovis, New Mexico, became a hub for local musicians, and Buddy would often visit to watch recordings and learn from Petty's expertise. This chance encounter would prove to be a turning point in Buddy's career, as Petty's guidance and support helped shape his musical direction and provided him with valuable industry connections. As we explore the early life of Buddy Holly, it becomes clear that his upbringing in Lubbock, Texas, played a significant role in shaping his musical identity. The city's unique cultural landscape, which blended rural values with a thriving music scene, provided the perfect incubator for Buddy's talents to flourish. With his family's support and encouragement, he was able to pursue his passion for music, laying the groundwork for a career that would take him to the heights of rock and roll stardom. The early 1950s were also marked by significant historical events, including the post-war economic boom and the rise of popular music genres like country, blues, and rhythm and blues. The Korean War was underway, and the threat of communism loomed large. But in Lubbock, Texas, life seemed simpler, more innocent. It was a time of optimism and possibility, and Buddy's generation was eager to make its mark on the world. From his humble beginnings in Lubbock, Texas, to his rise as a rock and roll icon, Buddy's journey is a testament to the power of music to transform lives and transcend generations. Join us next as we delve into the remarkable achievements of this musical legend, from his first major recordings to his innovative productions and genre-defying collaborations. One of the most significant events in Buddy's career was his meeting with Norman Petty, a local musician and recording engineer who would later become his mentor and producer. In 1956, Buddy and his band, the Crickets, began recording at Petty's studio in Clovis, New Mexico. It was here that they laid down some of their earliest tracks, including That'll Be the Day and Peggy Sue. These songs would go on to become huge hits, launching Buddy's career into orbit. Buddy's work with Norman Petty was instrumental in shaping his sound. Petty's expertise as a producer and engineer helped Buddy refine his unique blend of country, rockabilly, and rhythm and blues. Together, they experimented with innovative recording techniques, such as double-tracking vocals and using tape loops to create distinctive effects. These experiments would later influence other artists, including the Beatles, who have often cited Buddy Holly as a major inspiration. In 1957, Buddy and the Crickets appeared on the popular television show, The Ed Sullivan Show. This exposure helped them reach a wider audience, and their performances were met with rave reviews. They also toured extensively, sharing the stage with other notable acts of the time, including Elvis Presley and Jerry Lee Lewis. Buddy's songwriting skills were another key factor in his success. He was a prolific writer, penning hits like "Oh Boy" and "Rave On." His songs often dealt with themes of love, heartache, and teenage angst, resonating with the youth of the time. Buddy's writing style was characterized by his use of simple yet effective melodies and his ability to craft catchy, memorable lyrics. In 1958, Buddy embarked on a solo tour of the United Kingdom, where he was greeted as a hero by British fans. This tour was significant, not only because it marked one of the first times an American rock and roll artist had performed in the UK, but also because it helped pave the way for future generations of rock musicians. During this period, Buddy also began to explore new musical directions. He became interested in producing and arranging music, and he started working with other artists, including Waylon Jennings and Tommy Allsup. This collaborative spirit would become a hallmark of Buddy's career, as he was always eager to share his talents and learn from others. One of the most notable collaborations of Buddy's career was his work with singer-songwriter Bob Montgomery. The two wrote several songs together, including Heartbeat and Wishing, which were recorded by Buddy and other artists. This partnership not only resulted in some fantastic music, but also helped establish Buddy as a respected songwriter and producer. As we explore the remarkable achievements of Buddy Holly, it's clear that his impact on rock and roll was immense. From his innovative recordings to his genre-defying collaborations, he helped shape the sound of popular music in the 1950s. His legacy continues to inspire artists today, and his music remains as vibrant and relevant as ever. The Big Bopper Richardson. On February 2, 1959, Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and J.P. The Big Bopper Richardson embarked on a tour of the Midwest, known as the Winter Dance Party. The tour was a grueling schedule of performances in various cities, with the artists traveling from town to town by bus. However, after a performance at the Surf Ballroom in Clear Lake, Iowa, Buddy chartered a small plane to take him and his band to the next venue, Moorhead, Minnesota. The plane, a Beechcraft Bonanza, took off from the Mason City Municipal Airport in the early hours of February 3, 1959. But just minutes after takeoff, the plane crashed into a cornfield, killing everyone on board. The news of Buddy's death sent shockwaves through the music world and devastated his fans. The aftermath of the crash was a difficult time for those closest to Buddy. His wife, Maria Elena, was pregnant with their first child at the time, and she was left to pick up the pieces and navigate the complex web of grief and tragedy that followed. The music world also mourned the loss of Ritchie Valens and J.P. The Big Bopper Richardson, two talented artists who had their lives cut short in their prime. In the years following Buddy's death, his legacy has endured, and his music remains as vibrant and relevant as ever. He was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986, and his songs continue to inspire new generations of musicians and fans alike. As Don McLean so eloquently put it in his song, "American Pie," Buddy's death marked the day the music died. But even in death, Buddy's music lives on, a testament to his innovative spirit and his enduring impact on rock and roll. As we conclude our journey through the life and legacy of Buddy Holly, we remember him as a trailblazer, a true original, who left an indelible mark on popular music. His story is one of talent, perseverance, and tragedy, but ultimately it's a testament to the power of music to transcend time and touch our hearts. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the fascinating story of Buddy Holly. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.